Hey guys, this is Lily OG. Remember to subscribe to my channel and subscribe to RDO TV and subscribe to Angel Serenity. I'm Dochi already got her million subscribers, so I'm not really worried about that. But today I'm gonna be talking about what I've been into the 2026. I'm currently in school going to trade school for medical office specialist, but my ultimate goal is to get my doctorate degree without taking any break. This is the first time during the year that I haven't really been able to work when I want to work and how I want to work. Of course, I did obtain one job at Amazon, but the traveling expenses was too much and I couldn't afford it, so I had to leave Amazon. And then I had another experience with these election votings. They made me work like 26 hours one week and they still didn't pay me nothing at all. That's when I was just like, let me just focus on school. After my 6 classes, they're going to let me do work study as long as I pass the class. Now, it was a little bit challenging at first, but some of the class work and stuff like that, I'm able to Google and look up the answers and study for the most part. And I kind of, before I go right into studying after class, I go to sleep first and then I start studying so I can have a real brain work when it comes to actually remembering what the questions are. Now the teacher goes over with the questions with us, and then we go over the answers with her, and then after that we go look up the questions ourselves, and then look up the details and stuff. Sometimes I record most of what the teacher says and send it to my husband, just so that he can know that I'm actually studying. But the school that I go to, I applied FAFSA. If you guys know, FAFSA is financial aid. So financial aid is covering it and TAP is covering it. The reason that it's so easy for me to get into that school is because because they made me do actual instead of getting my transcripts all the way from Florida. Usually when I try to get my transcript, they'll say, oh, it didn't get paid yet and stuff like that. There's always some type of discrepancy. So that's the challenge. So I'm just gonna focus because I tried doing hobbies like hair, singing and stuff, but it doesn't pay. I haven't found anything that doesn't pay. It doesn't really pay. And those particular hobbies have safety issues. Like say for example, one of the clients that I did her hair had herpes. So I always have to be careful when it comes to doing people's hair because you don't know what kind of diseases they have. And some of the hairstylist people don't even have health as their background, so they don't know how to handle it. So being too close to somebody's hair, that I decided to do hair oils instead. Long story short, I'm going back to the first goal that I always wanted to do was to become a doctor, and I believe and truly believe I can. I just gotta keep on studying, remember everything like the cranial, the sulfat, the maxilla, the medulla, the ulna, the radius. Remember the scapula, the thoracic, the ventral, the posterior, the interior, the lateral, the sagittal. Remember everything that I can at the ventral. Remember as much as I can, so I'll be able to be successful. Like I know, like for the kidney, the liquid goes to the kidney, then goes to the urethra, then it goes to the bath, then it goes to the bladder, then it goes to the urethra. That's how certain things I'm currently remembering. So, and they have the epidermis, the dermis. They have things of that nature. The dermis is in the middle, epidermis is on top. They have superficial, unsuperficial. So things of that nature. They taught us we learned a lot so far. I'm not gonna lie and stuff like that. And they have something called the pivot, like the vertebral column is if the person does the pivot and stuff. So the teachers that I'm doing good. It just my pronunciations has to articulate the spelling and the pronunciation has to be correctly and stuff like that. I know eventually I have to get a job, but I'm just taking my time. Someone did text me about a job opportunity, but I was a little scared because the application was like a Google application. You know how those Google applications that say name, address, phone number, and they ask for my account information. So that was pretty weird. And I don't remember applying as a personal assistant for someone. So I didn't want to take up that offer. And then that person's name is Kevin, so that's somebody in here know that it's Kevin too. So I didn't want to try to get confused. Since I had the scam with the last job that they told me they were gonna pay me and then they didn't pay me, I'm very skeptical about what jobs I want to do because Lord knows I don't want to go back into slavery. Jesus Christ, Lord knows I don't want to go back into those times. So I'm just gonna focus on my education, focus on my family, focus on my husband, have family time. I was gonna surprise my husband, but my pay didn't come in on time. So I'm gonna do a surprise later on during the year, during the month. Hopefully by June we go to the water park or something, have some good fun. But I really want to go to the water park, so I'll probably bring him to the water park, have some good fun and stuff like that. Enjoy the summer for the most part. Um, yeah, I just gotta look for things to do instead of being indoors because everyone knows I'm an introvert. You look at most of my videos, I am indoors, not outdoors. Um, I don't know. Just being out there sometimes it makes me think of danger. Everyone is different. Everyone is different. As long as you have some place fun to go, then it's not that dangerous. And then piggybacking on being the main reason I wanted to be a cosmetologist at one point was because I wanted to do celebrities hair. I feel like if I was able to do celebrities hair, that would put my foot in the door from getting deals to be a singer. So I did go to school for music, so I know about quadratic notes, quarter notes, different notes like that. But let me give you a little bit about my life that you guys want to know about my life. I grew up without a mom or dad. I still lived with my aunt, which was my mom's sister. Then I went with my other cousin, that's on my dad's side. That story wasn't as good. School was fun, but at home it was so much chores and whoopings. It didn't make no sense. That's how I got my teeth broken from getting whooping. But I mean, I still talk to my older cousin now, but I don't like. If they were to tell me to go back to her house, I would never do that. But at least I learned some good things, not to be so wild and believe in God, different things of that nature. So I'm a little thankful for that. And then from there, did college a little bit, but then I got tired of college because I was working so much, traveling and stuff like that. I had to babysit someone that was dating their daughter. I was dating them, and then I had to babysit their daughter, so I couldn't really go to school like that anymore, like that. So I had left, thinking I would go back automatically, but it took ways to go because at the time they were saying in order for me to go back, I would have to pay a certain amount first and stuff like that. So I just focused on work, focused on life, focused on family, different things like that. And then after probably 12, 15 years, that's when I decided I wanted to come back to school. Other than that, I had a little boyfriend problems here and there, but it's not too dramatic. I think everyone goes through a little boyfriend problems, but I was so focused on that I didn't pay attention to school so much. So 9 times around, I'm able to focus on school. I do have an amazing husband that deals with me with my drama for the most part. Of course, it wasn't easy at first, but when that person is meant for you, it'll work out. If you believe in God, then you'll know that there's always going to be something good at the end of the road and stuff like that. You just have to have faith. That's what I believe in. Faith and loyalty, definitely that. That's kind of about it. This is some good lemonade tea from ICO. ICO 948 Eastern Parkway. Come through for that free food. Come through. That's Carlos. That's one of our roommates. Okay. So I'm trying to record. Okay. So it's a little challenging because I think from my husband's point of view, he thinks that I have my own place, but I don't have my own place. It's a residential care. It's like a nursing home for the young generation. So that's basically what I am, waiting for my apartment to come through. They have to put me on self-meds. For the first 6 months, I'll be on the staff to give me the medicine. After 6 months, then I'll be on self-meds. Then after that 6 months, then they'll see if they could give me my apartment. But even then, if I want, now I have to see if it's a need for me to move with my husband or a want. But if I want to move in with my husband, Then I would have to look for city FAPs or Section 8. I would have to do a lot of more stuff on my own. So while I'm doing school, some things are putting back on a back burner. I did look at one apartment as you guys look at my older YouTube videos. But that one apartment, that one bedroom was $3,500 or $600. That was a lot of money. And city FAPs and Section 8 won't cover that. So hopefully this 2 bedroom will be equivalent. One of the case managers said, "Take my time to get back on my feet." I'm talking on the vlog, Carlos. I'm talking on the vlog. Mind your business. Okay, so other than that, like I was saying, so it's either city FAPs or Section 8. Sorry, it's always people bothering me. Always a gangbanger bothering me. Like, I'm not trying to join your gang. Leave me alone. Okay, so back to the story. Okay, so Section 8 or city FAPs voucher. That's what I'm trying to get into. And then from there, get our own place or get into the housing and things of that nature. Please excuse him in the background. I don't know him like that. It's not that serious. Okay, other than that, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow my hair by my wedding day, so hopefully that happens. I haven't chosen the actual wedding day yet for me and my husband, so I'm just waiting. Hopefully, and that wasn't him in the background. No Carlos. He's like the Godfather in the movies and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. So. And piggybacking now, I'm always working, but I'm not like my sister. My sister, she gets quality jobs, and my younger sister, she gets quality jobs, and she gets paid good money for them because she graduated college. So once you graduate college, you can basically get any type of job you want as long as you got that college degree. You can get any job you want, and I'm happy for you.
No money, I don't got no money. There's no money.
Once you get a college degree, then you could get the type of job that you want to get. Oh, Jesus. So hopefully everything will be A-okay. And I really don't want to show my hair in the hair because it's braided. The braids, you know how you be doing them ugly braids? This is the ugly method hairstyle where you just braid it up just to make sure it's protected, not the perfect square, perfect rolls, tiny braids. It's not like that. So I just covered my hair. Probably gonna keep covering my hair until it gets long enough. But it did grow a little bit. If you look at the wrap hair video that I have, it grew a little bit. I'm just scared to go back to the hair salon that I went to because they were thinking about trimming my hair. And Lord knows the work that I put into growing it, I do not want to trim my hair at all. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to go study, do the things I need to do, be a perfect mom. I've been going to the visits more. I've been missing my son's visits as much as I should. Trying to encourage your dad to go to the visit, but he'd be busy with work and stuff like that. But that's okay. I can still hold it down for him. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. Hold it down, hold it down. Okay. Okay. And my color is like a peanut butter. Just realized that. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm black like heart attack. Don't worry. But I haven't spoken my original language Creole in a while because New York people don't really speak there. Only the Spanish people really speak Spanish, but like the Caribbean people, they don't really talk their language as much. But if you were in Florida, you would have been hearing all types of languages speaking 24/7. They okay. They all don't speak English. Nope. Oh, that was a good joke. That was a good joke. I don't got no word jokes. Later, ciao.